In the first concert of the series, the Philharmonic Orchestra was only able to sell 30% of the tickets, which cost $200 per person. In the second concert of the series, it tripled the sales by reducing the price by 60%. In percentages, how much more did the orchestra profit from ticket sales? So as always, we're going to highlight the key parts, and we see in the first concert, they sold 30% of the tickets at $200 per person. In the second, they tripled the sales by reducing the price by 60%. And we want to know in percentages how much more they made. So I'm going to start by writing this information out below, and I'll write it out as the first concert and the second concert. So in the first concert, we know it was $200 per person, and in the second, it was 60% less. So instead of trying to translate and finding 40% of $200, I'm just going to say in the first concert it was 100%, and in the second it was 60% less, so 40%. And we need to multiply this by the amount of ticket sales they have. And if we look here, it says that they sold 30%, and we'll call this X. And for the second concert, they tripled the sales, so we're going to say it's 3X. And we're going to simplify these. 100% times X equals 100X. And then 40% times 3X is 40 times 3. We move the 0 over, and that is 4 times 3, 4, 8, 12. So we get 120x. So now the question's asking us, how much more did they make from the second concert to the first, or from the higher one to the lower? And to do this, we're going to take the higher number of 120x, and we're simply going to divide it by the smaller number of 100x. And 120x over 100x may look hard, but we can also eliminate a lot of it. We can eliminate the x's and 1 0 and maybe 2. So if we eliminate 1 0, we end up with 12 over 10. But we can go further than that and change it to 1.2 over 1. And 1.2 over 1 simply equals 1.2. But the question's asking us in percentages, not a number. So 1.2 is going to equal 120%. But if we look at our answer options, there is no 120%. Because the question's also asking how much more it is. So if it's initially 100% and we're at 120%, we simply do 120% minus 100, which leaves us with 20%. And if we look on the left, it's the second option down and our final answer.